All right. Hello, everyone. Please let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. I would appreciate it. And welcome to Clumsy Clairvoyance. This is tarot class, okay? So if you do happen to pop in for readings, I do those. However, this is not the stream for readings, but I go live pretty late at night. Every night you can catch me there, or you can email me if you want a private reading. That's in my about section on my channel. Okay, but welcome everyone. I'm sorry I was running a little bit late. It was my daughter's birthday today, so things ran late. I apologize. All right, so let me hop over to chat, see if everyone is say hello to everyone. See if everyone's ready for today's class. It's going to be a good one. Lots of open discussion too, so I'm looking forward to that. And we're going to kind of cover what I would call like a lot of sub topics in under the branch of a bigger topic, kind of. All right, so anywho, let me roll over here. Rabbit, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Mousy, how are you? I'm finishing up dinner and I'll be here. Okay, awesome. I'm going to take my time, give everyone a few minutes to stroll in. Suzanne, hello, good to see you. All right. I have to go mod soon, but wanted to support. Oh, you're the best, Rabbit. Thank you. I appreciate that, love. Jujubee is on her way. Okay, whoop whoop. Sounds good. Speaking of it, hello, Jujubee. Welcome. I had so much fun last night in the Hangout stream. I literally, like, my face hurt from laughing so hard. Oh. All right, let's see who else. Unique Beauty, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Cat Ninja, there you are. You know what? I saw you over at Darts, and I almost said, make sure you're at tarot class, but I didn't even have to remind you. Look at you. Rhonda, good to see you. All right. To Helen. Hello, my friend. How are you? This was fun, right? All right. So, I think I'm caught up with everybody. I'm going to wait just another minute or two. Let me get some stuff pulled up here. All right. We'll do it like that until we begin. Let me know if you guys. Thanks, Clumsy. Hope your daughter enjoyed her birthday. She did. She turned 9 today. Nine's kind of an interesting number because after this year she'll never be one digit again. It's all two digits from there on after. I was thinking about that today. All right, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen okay. So, today we're going to be going over tarot best practices, rituals, and routines. Now she gets to be fun, cute. Oh, thank you, Rabbit. That's so sweet. All right. So there's a wide array of stuff that we could really go over. I tried to narrow it down and get to the basics, but the juice of it, the meat and potatoes. Oh, thank you. You guys are very sweet. I tried to have her on St. Patrick's Day, but she was just not having it. All right, so let me switch this up. All right. So, again, we're going to be going over tarot best practices, rituals, and routines. Okay, best practices. If you guys want, do you have any idea what a tarot best practice might be? If you have any thoughts about it, go ahead and type it in the chat. Don't be shy. Rituals and routines. Those seem a little bit more self-explanatory, but this is kind of a guide for when, or a little bit of a guide, I guess I'd say. It's a little bit of a guide for once you start learning, because we've been doing all the classes on tarot. Okay, I've been walking you guys through the meanings of the cards and stuff like that. However, I wanted to be able to do a live where I could really talk to you guys about the best things you could do before you start shuffling those cards, so to speak, and then during and after. All right, meaning once you're like, hey, I really want to start reading for someone. And even if you're not starting to read for someone right now, I still feel like it's invaluable information, because the more the more of a routine or a practice that you have, or a ritual, the stronger I feel as though it becomes, and the more prepared you will be for when you do start doing readings for others. Okay, so look at you, empty your mind. That is actually, were you looking at my slideshow ahead of time? I think that exact phrasing is in here. So look at you, perfect. Safe, positive, neutral space with light is a good practice. Very perfect. Yep, absolutely. No, you said it just fine. You said it just perfectly. And another thing is, everybody is going to have maybe a routine or a ritual that works best for them. So don't ever feel like it's the whole one size fits all. These are just, like I said, these are some things that I practice, and it's just some basic things to help you figure out your best ritual and or practice. Okay. Get grounded through meditation first. Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay. Yep. Totally. All right. So, anyone else? You guys are fantastic. You guys always have great answers, I have to say. And by the way, guys, if you have a deck, you could get. I did throw in a tarot exercise at the end of this. I try to always make sure we got at least one in there for fun, right? If you don't have your cards, I will be your tarot shuffler, and I will pull a card for you if you like. Um, but yes, if you do have your cards, go ahead and bust them out. If you don't, that's completely fine. Um, I always say you can take notes if you want, or you could go back and rewatch this in the replay crew. Um, I don't do any of this just by. I don't do any of this just by bystander. I understand. All right. So if everyone's ready to go, give me a thumbs up in the chat, and we'll start. And if there's any questions before we begin, let me know. All right, we got thumbs up. We're ready to rock and roll. Woohoo! All right, so tarot best practices, rituals, and routines. All right, so first up, creating the best environment for you. Okay, so real quick, I do want to hear from you guys. We will go through this, but I would like to know what environments you might feel most comfortable or best in when, doing a reading or even just, meditating, stuff like that. Okay, so where you do your readings, an environment, it's important that this environment is comfortable. It's an environment you are comfortable in, okay? One with limited distractions and interruptions. However, this is life, okay? You guys hear me. I get a million distractions at night sometimes during a live. However, the more you can, especially for like private readings, I feel like I try to make it a real point too. Like when I have a private reading with someone, because I spend a lot of time with them to really make sure that I'm limiting those distractions as much as possible. But again, guys, know that this is not a one size fits all. But the more you can limit distractions and interruptions, I feel as though the better it will be. Okay. Well lit. Someone, I think it was Suzanne, had said something about the lighting. That is always a plus. Uncluttered if possible. Again, this is real life. Okay. However, though, I was having a discussion with Jujubee the other day. I'm sure she won't mind this, but we were talking. She was talking about the home and your safe space being kind of reflective of yourself. So it's good to keep your house clean and stuff like that. And after we had this big old long discussion, I literally was dusting my fan and like cleaning my fan, and I still have a lot to clean though. But right after the discussion, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to start dusting. But yeah, uncluttered, clean when you can, and believe it or not, when I've had advice from mediums before when it comes to actually cleansing and clearing spaces to actually physically cleaning actually can give you similar results as like cleansing or clearing a space with sage or salt, etc. So that's a little tidbit of information. Okay, cleared or cleansed space, okay, meaning you're going to want to sage it, or we'll get into that in the next slide, but you want to make sure that your space is cleared or cleansed. Inside and outside can both be ideal. The wonderful thing about being outside is unless you're like on cursed land, you don't have to worry about cleansing a space so much, okay? Ooh, look at you, Cat Ninja. Candle and or moonlight. I like it. I like it a lot. Don't clutter the rock. It's my favorite subject. Yes, right? All right. So, any other inputs on areas that you feel that would be ideal for tarot readings? And like I said, inside and outside are both ideal. Outside is really fantastic. You'd be surprised how much almost a cleaner reading you could get from being out in nature. It might sound weird, but I've done a few outside, not much. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but I've done a few outside, and they were really fun and they were interesting. And I've done a lot. I have done a lot of outside like card pulling, like when I'm just by myself and I'm meditating or having a moment, and I'll pull a card for myself, and it's always interesting stuff. So, but either one is ideal. Sorry, Clumsy, got a situation here. Okay, is everything okay? Hopefully, everything is good. All right. So, moving on. So creating, pretty much here we have creating the best environment is kind of where we start, okay? Now, next step, setting the scene, okay? After you have chosen a special place to do readings, okay? You need to cleanse or clear your space. Sage, salt, Palo Santo, incense, okay? These are just some basics, okay? Also, either while you're doing it or before you do start readings, you could use those same things. And also, I just want to caveat that by saying, if you don't have any of these things, hey, hold on. Hey, I'm still working on dinner, but I'm listening along. All right, fantastic. Woohoo, Mousy. Feel free to throw in your 2, 3, 5 cents, okay? Whenever you can. Okay, so clear the deck you'll be using, fill your space with magic. Okay, so this is part of setting the scene, okay? Someone had put in, candlelight. All right, so candles. I can actually, hold on, let me turn on my camera just to give examples, okay? Hold on. Let me put this up. Okay, so I have like my little incense burner going. I have my black salt over here just to show you guys some examples. I have my cards, but look, I have my singing bowl. I have my crystal ball, y'all. Hold on, get over here, crystal ball. But these are things that could be considered setting the scene, okay? Setting the mood. Normally, you guys know I usually always have a candle here. I'm fired right now. I do not have one going. But these are things that are setting the scene that kind of create an ambiance and get you in the mood to do whatever you're gonna start doing. And a lot of these things they might seem like they're just visual, and by all means, if you don't have all this stuff, that's okay as well. It could be as simple as a photo of like your great grandma that you find to be special, or I have a special rock that I like to keep nearby during readings. Okay, it does not have to be extravagant. Okay, I want to make that a point to say that. So, okay, so moving on with that. Let me put this back up. Fill your space with magic. Now, hello, Faith32. How are you? What totem or object would you like to have in your space? So I'd like to ask you guys, when you think of, if you're not, actively doing readings for others right now, or if you're just doing them for yourself even, is there something you like to have around you that makes you feel like, that you're in, just that you like to have that makes you feel like, you're in tuned with the reading, you're in tune to your third eye, whatever the case may be. Is there certain things that you like to have around you? Do you have a favorite crystal? Do you have an amulet, anything like that? I want to hear certain things that you guys would use to set the scene or do use. Okay. All right, guys, I want to hear it in chat. Type your answers. Do not be shy, folks. So what would you use to set the scene? Okay. How would you fill your space with more magic? And or even you could say spiritual protection, whatever you would want to create a more ambient scene for you. What would you want in your space, or what do you have in your space? Okay, either one. Where did she go? Is everything all good? Did she say what happened? I know, right? I'm sure she's got a fantastic one. Hold on. Should I try to message her? I think she's on my Discord. Let's see. Hold, please. Everyone put your answers in. Frankincense. Look, you know what? That's actually the incense I'm burning is a frankincense, I believe, today. Huh? How funny is that? How ironic. I love it. A cup of water. Interesting. I love this. Sage, okay. Florida water. Oh, man, I need to get my hands on some Florida water. Girl, if you know where to get it, let me know. Let me know. I've heard that Florida water stuff I hear is amazing. I've not used it yet. And your crystal's awesome. All right. I messaged her. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to type and then I saw that you messaged her, so. Frankincense is one of my favorites. It's fantastic. I messaged you at GTV. Mine's as well. I'm a fan of frankincense too. Okay, so now since we're talking about look at Mouse. I messaged you. You guys are killing me here. Look, I messaged you. You messaged me. I messaged you. Oh, Amazon has it. Hold on. Side combo. I did not know Amazon had it. There's a shop at Etsy I was meaning to get it from, and I just hadn't. And like it kind of slipped my mind, but now I'm like it's gonna be back on my mind now. It's interesting to know. I didn't know they had that. Thank you for that info. Um, okay, so you guys want to hear some of my favorite things to burn? Besides all my ex's clothes, just kidding. I really love, believe it or not, I love rose. Any like rose bulbs, rose bulbs, hips, type incense. I love those very, very much. I also really, really love hold on, what is it called? It's a long name, kind of like a frankincense one. I'm trying to think of it. It's hard to find. Of course, I can't think of it right now. But yeah, frankincense is great. Crap, what is it? It's gonna drive me crazy right now. Is it oleander? No, it's not oleander. What the hell is it? It's a longer name. Okay, well, anywho, but yeah, there's several different things you can use. All right, that's the whole point. And that's why I'm saying this is setting the scene and setting your scene. Okay, so everyone's gonna have different answers, and I love hearing other people's answers because it gives me ideas too. So you guys aren't the only ones. Bridges, what's up with that? Bridges? I'm confused. Explain. Ooh, sandalwood. Yes, sandalwood. It reminds me of Palo Santo, which kind of reminds me of my dad. Believe it or not. He used to have like this old cedar box that like smelled like sandalwood and Palo Santo. When you burn it, kind of has that nice smell. It's beautiful. Expert, welcome. We were just talking about setting the scene, expert. So when you're setting the scene, either to do a reading or, whatever. What type of incense do you like? Do you like essential oils? What would you use to set the scene? Do you like candles? Come on, expert. We'd love to hear from you. The best incense is from World Market in the orange box. Oh, great. That's not vague. And essential oils, yes. Peppermints. I like eucalyptus too. I know it's a little bit like strong, but I like it. I'm using voice to text, so my messages are all messed up. You don't like the smell Palo Santo? Interesting, really? Huh. So does that mean are you like kind of not a fan of like the wood smell, or is it just Palo Santo in particular? Now I'm curious. You know what? I'm sitting here like a doofus. It's driving me nuts. I'm trying to figure out what that freaking incense was called, or the thing I'm thinking of. It's gonna drive me insane. Literally, I'm gonna be thinking about it all day. Um. Also, what's really interesting, in regards to who brought up essential oils, Cat Ninja. Okay, so Cat Ninja, I knew this lady. She made her own, and she would do ones for like each chakra, and then what she would do, I didn't get all of like her, I didn't get all of her little elixirs, but they were like the palm ones you could like rub on your wrists and stuff like that, or behind your ears, what have you, and the one I love the most was this root chakra one that she had made. Hold on, I think I have it right here. And hold on, I'm going to read this to you. I've had this for a hot minute. Okay, so patchouli, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. Patchouli, it's made with patchouli, cedar clove, and coconut oil. And it has like the best smell in the whole world. Like it's like nice and strong, but I don't know. It's just the mix of like all three of these. I don't know what it is, but she nailed it with this one. It's my favorite. Okay, so let me see what everyone else says, and then we'll move on. Look at oils. Huh, interesting. Okay, the expert. Wow, I have to try. Yeah, hold on. I have it in front of me. I don't know. I think I either got her it from her store on Etsy or on eBay, one of the two. But I try to like, support like people who are doing their own thing like that. Hold on, let me see if the name's on here too. See it? They do have, hold on. You can go back and rewind this later. Right here is or you know what? You can, hold on. I don't know if you can see that. No, it's kind of blurry, huh? I've had this thing for forever. See, like all the oils seep through it. What I'll do though is later on in the comments, like check back tomorrow, Unique Beauty, and I can put their channel or like their info in the comments, okay? If you want to order one or something. Hey, Debbie, you made it. Whoop whoop. Good to see you. Y'all made it long enough to check in. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Old bottle of oil that I have. I can't find anymore. If any of you know where to get it. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it. If you need me, I'll even drop you a link for it. Or just like post it. Send me a photo of it, whatever you want to do. Teresa, welcome. Oh, very nice. Well, thank you for joining us. All right, so moving on. So setting the scene is important, and as you guys know, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to it. Okay, so moving on. Routines and rituals. Get your head right, okay? So this is something I want you guys all to do with me. I'm going to have you guys practice this, okay? So anyone that is listening, take a moment, okay? So get your head right. This is a really easy way. Well, to me, it's a fairly simple way to clear your thoughts, okay? Clear your thoughts, start with 1, 2, 3, okay? So if you guys would take a moment wherever you are, and hold on, that just popped up. You're going to be taking 3 deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth, okay? And I'm going to give you 2 options of visualization, okay? As we're breathing in, I want you to picture all of your thoughts as almost as if it's one entity, like a black blob almost, okay? And as you're breathing in, you're visualizing this, okay? And then when I tell you breathe out, you're going to be breathing out of your mouth, and you're almost going to visualize all the air that comes out of your mouth knocking out that black entity, okay? And like knocking it out the door, literally, okay? Or here's another visualization you can use as well, okay? I want you to think of all your thoughts as little pieces of paper, okay? Think like you're in the office, okay? As you're breathing in, you're collecting all these little pieces of paper, and you're tossing them in one of those tiny little office buckets, like trash cans, okay? So all your thoughts, we're going to gather them up as you breathe in, put them in there, and then as you breathe out, and again, you'll be breathing out your mouth, okay? I want you to visualize being next to, like, a trash can outside or the bigger dumpster, and you're emptying out that bucket of trash, okay? With all those thoughts and, all the thoughts and randomness from the day that's floating around in your space, in your head, of course, and around your aura and all that, okay? So choose one, and you can let me know in the chat too which one you're going to visualize, or you can wait till after. And with me, I want you guys to take 3 deep breaths, okay? So we're going to start now. Again, in your nose and out your mouth. Choose which one you're going to be visualizing. Okay, so we're going to start with 1. Breathe in. And breathe out your mouth, okay? Again, with that visualization, either you're blowing that entity out or you're dumping that trash out, okay? So breath 2. In your nose. Out your mouth. Breath 3. And you could do it as many times until you feel as though, okay, I'm decluttered, okay? I'm wiped a little bit, meaning you're all of the extra space or all of this extra nonsense that goes on during your day, that we've swept that, okay? Now, again, you might not get you're not going to get every single little thing that's on your mind, but this is a really, really good practice. It's a fantastic practice, okay? So, and you do it as many times as you need. So, those of you, if you want to do it again, we can do it one more time. Breathe in your nose. Out your mouth, in your nose. And out your mouth, breathe in your nose. And out your mouth. And have that visualization in your mind, okay? The 2 that we talked about. So, go ahead and type in the chat which one, which visualization, or if you have another one that works best for you, type that in the chat as well, okay? Again, this could be other, what works best for you, all right? We have meditation, music, prayer, writing. I know some people that really love like the singing bowls or I'm a fan of drums, so some people will do that before reading as well, okay? But the biggest thing that we're doing here is we're clearing our thoughts. We're get your head right, okay? Meaning get it cleared. Because the more empty your head is in this in this context, the less you have of everybody else's crap going on in your head, the better off and the better your readings are going to be. 100%. Okay? And one of the biggest questions I get asked is how do you not bring influence into a reading? And this right here these are some of the ways to do that, to make sure that you're not bringing all this extra baggage into the reading, okay? Now, again, I know this is real life. Crap happens. However, the more you do this, it's almost as if the more trained and protected your intent becomes as well. We're going to talk about that next, okay? So, again, guys, go ahead and type your thoughts in the chat. I want to know what helps you to clear your mind. Did that breathing exercise help? If so, what did you visualize, okay? Would dancing or a prayer, music, meditation, what helps you, or what have you used or would use that would help you to get your head right or clear your mind and your thoughts, okay? So I want to hear your guys' input here. Don't be shy. Again, guys, what works best for you? And if you haven't done any of these, what do you visualize working best for you in this regard? Okay, I usually breathe in my mouth, count to 5, then hold it 5. Perfect. Yes, I do a little bit of a hold too. So perfect. I love that. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, guys, anybody else before we move on? You guys are being shy. You guys were all talking in the last slide. What's going on here, y'all? Did I put you guys to sleep? You know, I'm like breathing your nose out your mouth. You're like clonk. Oh, Rabbit, thank you for coming in here. I appreciate you, love. Hi, Cold Frog. How are you? Good to see you. All right, guys. Any more input here? It does. You know what? I'm glad you said that. It really helps with things like an anxiety, and like for me, I can be quick tempered, not necessarily like quick to yell or scream or anything, but I can react quickly sometimes. And even something just like you said, it helps with anxiety. It can help with a lot of different things. Taking a moment to just take those breaths and clear your mind that way. It helps in like millions, hundreds of thousands of different ways you could use it, honestly. So I'm glad you brought that up. Let go, release. Yes. Like I said, kind of like when I envision, this entity as a black blob of all this nonsense. When you said let go, release, that's how I envision when you breathe out. You just blow them out out the back door, as if you're like the big bad wolf or something. You huff and puff and blow your house down, kind of. I always kind of have that in my head sometimes. I'm still learning, so I'm absorbing. If okay, no worry. No worries, that's fine. If you have any questions too, throw them in here. Throw them in here. Perfect. Yes, and I say in my mind, let it go, release. Okay. So we good to go on to the next slide, guys? Give me a thumbs up and we'll move right along. Ooh, making milkshakes. Have fun, love. Thank you for coming in here, Debbie. You're such a sweetie. All right, guys, good to go. Give me a thumbs up, and we're going to move along. All right, next, set your intentions. So, this is really important too. How to set your intentions before reading. These, again, these are just a few things, not limited, just a few, not limited to these things. These I feel like these are good ones, okay? Number one, ask yourself, what is your goal? Okay, what's my goal? What am I trying to accomplish? What am I trying to accomplish? For me, I like when I say my little prayers or write. If I have even if I have like a certain, even during spell work, I'll write my intentions down, which I really like to do as well. But every night before I start my reading, I have like a little meditation / prayer I do. And sometimes, even when I'm rushed, I still grab my wand of selenite. And even if it's real quick, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I'll say like this quick little 2-second prayer just so I know I've done that for my little wall and bubble of protection. Okay. But when I think of my intentions, I think of, okay, so for when I open up for readings, I ask to become almost a medium for those who are coming to me who want answers. Okay. And I ask that I'm able to bring them clarity, truth, but I ask that I'm also able to do it in a way that's positive, non-judgmental, and hopefully that ends with a little bit of guidance for those who may be feeling lost. Okay. So intentions really are really, really important. And to set those, say those out loud, put them out in the universe. Okay. So ask yourself, what's your goal? What's your intentions? Okay. Write it down or say it out loud every time. Okay. And I get it. This is real life. And you know what? You might miss it one time or two. That's fine. But the more you do it, like I said, you'll be more practiced at it, and you'll be more protected because of it. And your focus will be, you'll have more clarity and focus during your readings, especially for others. Okay. Now, another thing, like I was just referring to, so I want another thing that's very good to do. You're going to ask for protection, love, and support from your guides, spirit, God and or goddesses, deities. Okay, whatever you believe in that's of like the higher good. And a lot of Wiccans will do a little saying before everything, and it is to the good of all and to the harm to none, something to that effect. You could do something like that as well. Um, but asking for that support, asking for that light of protection, um, also helps to. Another really important thing. Okay, so you see down here, number 4, visualize to protect. That's where we're going to want to hit next. Okay, so we're going to want to set our intentions, but also right after you set your intentions, I feel like the next important thing to do is visualize to protect, meaning ask your guides, or mentally, in your mind, you could even visualize locking a door almost. Okay, once you have sat in the room to do the reading, go to the door visually, in your mind, and lock it, deadbolt it. Okay, meaning no other energies are going to penetrate through your reading. Okay, you're not going to allow that to happen. This is something that's really important, to not influence readings as well, not even your own issues that you might have going on. Okay, this helps to protect against that. And clearing our mind before that, like we just talked about, getting your mind right, that these are all things that are going to help not dilute your reading, okay? Which is what you don't want to do during the reading. So, thoughts? I want to hear thoughts. I've been rambling for a minute. Pass! You're such a sweetie. How are you, love? Thanks for that info. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you have any questions, throw them in here. I am glad to answer them. These are really, really, like I said, these are some of the most important things that when I was going through this and setting out the little presentation, I'm like, these have got to be the most, and the things that I want to hit the most that I feel are the most important. No, but I will be on later for readings, okay? Check back tonight around between 11:30 and midnight. That's usually when I go live, okay, love? Or if you want, hold on, I'll put it in the chat. If you want a private reading, you can email me here for a private reading at gmail.com. If you want to set up a private reading, okay? There it is. All right. Or you could set up readings at my website too. I always forget I have a website. Okay. What is it? Clumsy. It's spelled right on the website. On my email, it's all funky. So you could go and check those out if you're wanting to get a private reading. But if not, I will be back tonight, okay? All right, guys. So any thoughts, any input? I know you too, Pass. It's good to see you. Any thoughts, you guys, on setting intentions? Any thoughts, any questions? Is there something you do? I would love to hear it. Or something that you think might be a good idea. Anything like that, throw it out here. Like I said, this is open discussion. So I want to hear from you guys. All right, guys, moving on. Are we ready? Give me a thumbs up. We'll move on to the next slide. I think we're actually almost done with the slides. It might even be the presentation or the exercise next one. I think I can't remember. But if we're ready to roll, just give me a thumbs up and we'll move it along. Okay, how about clearing and cleansing a deck? Yeah, in the last slide, I did hit on that. I said after you kind of cleanse your room, or at least before you hit those readings, you're going to want to clear in or cleanse your deck, okay? Now, let's talk about cleansing the deck, guys. You know that I'm a firm believer that you could cleanse the deck without sage, without salt, but they are very convenient to have. I like having them around. However, you can cleanse your deck with thought. Okay, you could also do it by clapping. Look, right in front of it. That's an old school way to do it. A singing bowl. Look. And a singing bowl can clear and cleanse not only the environment, but the objects within it. Also, like I said, you could do it visually by literally visualizing your deck. And as if you're flipping on a light switch, The light shines bright onto the deck, and then you flip off the light switch, and literally it's like on and off, wax on, wax off. But you must cleanse and clear your deck especially when you get a new deck, is like my biggest thing I tell people when I send them a deck. Ask anyone here who's won a deck during my giveaway nights. I always send them some sage, or I think I've sent it some Palo Santo on occasion before, but I always send something to clear or cleanse that deck. And it's coming from me, okay? You have to clear that deck before you start handling it. It's a big thing, okay? And it's a good practice. That way you're not picking up on anyone else's intentions, or even think about just the moving process of when you're shipping something. It's just good practice. Always clear and cleanse that deck, okay? Really clapping, never do, right? I know. See? Yeah, so when or if you ever do get one, you'll know, hey, before I start taking this to town, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clear it, okay? And then also, another thing about decks is once you have cleared and or cleansed a deck, I should have thrown this in here now that I thought about it, but it doesn't, well, it could be considered a part of a ritual. I do weird things with my deck. Like, I will sniff my deck. I love the smell of a new deck. I will hold my deck. I'll breathe on my deck. I'll meditate with it. I'll open up for the readings with my deck, have a moment with it, much like when you clear your energy, but this is more of an opening, okay? Letting, as you could even do it during your like prayer, or write it down for your intentions, asking that the purpose and meanings of the cards flow through you better while you're doing readings for others or even yourself, okay? But bonding with your cards is important as well. So I'm glad that that Jujubee brought up the clearing and cleansing of decks, because bonding with cards, I feel like can be equally as important. So what if you never cleared a deck and you have it for 20 plus years, man, and you've never cleared it? I'd be really interested in that person. I wouldn't go near that deck, but I'd be really interested in their readings. I'd be super interested in their readings. Yeah, so there you go. And you guys that have, seen my lives, you guys hear me knocking on the cards often. I do that in between readings. It's a habit. My mentor, Christiana Gaudet, she's like the number one expert in tarot, or the number one tarot teacher in America, kid you not. But she was who I learned that from, that knocking on the deck. And I saw her do it one time, and I've done it ever since. And it's really good when you're doing multiple readings in between people. It gives it just like you're knocking out that, that person's question or energy from before to let in for the next one. Right? Thank you, Jujubee. Whoop, whoop. You're getting a prize. I don't know what it is, but you're getting a prize. Oh, wait, no, I sent you something in the mail. You're good. That's your prize. All right, guys, so moving on. Oh, hey, look, I did mention it. I'm proud of myself right now. Okay, so other things to consider, guys. Spending time with your deck, okay? Spending time to meditate. Creating your own ritual and practices. Some people even pull cards for themselves before they even start to do them for others. Safeguarding your emotions from affecting a reading. We've gone over that. The more you do, the better. Exactly. This is practice. This is repetition, okay? It is so weird too, because I'm by nature, I have a little bit of kind of like a scattered energy at times. However, when it comes to this, I gotta say, the more you're doing this, the more of a habit you have with these things, the better you are off with your readings and doing them for others, etc. So, all right, intentions are key. That's another thing too. I feel as though, in life, things, think about this list that we've gone over, okay? You're not always going to be able to do your meditation. You're not always going to be able to set the scene. You're not always going to be able to do this, okay? Sometimes you're going to be, I've been at a party before doing readings for people back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And, there's beard being spilled on me at one shoulder and someone bumping into me on the other one. So I get it. This is life. So remember that it doesn't have to be, you don't have to worry about doing this every single time, but the more habit you do have with a lot of these practices, the better. But I feel like overall intentions are going to be what gets you there. Okay. So even, let's say, I have no time to prepare anything like that. I try to always, give that little knock on the cards. At least I'm always going to do a knock on the cards or do a little silent prayer. And put your intentions out there. Okay. Whether you're saying it or whether, it's there in your thoughts. Okay. Intentions are key. Timing, don't rush it. That's something I notice a lot with tarot readers, especially new ones. Sometimes they feel under pressure, okay? And so this is just to say, don't rush it. Everyone learns and does things in their own time, and that's just that. Always give gratitude. Always think, like, every time I'm done with a reading, almost every time, knock on wood, I'm sure there's times I've missed it, but I try to be mindful and say thank you to my guides for protecting me during my reading. Just show gratitude and show gratitude to those that, want you to give, or those that, ask for a reading from you. All of it. Just show gratitude. It's good. It's good to have gratitude. Okay. So you guys, if you could add something to this list, go ahead, throw it in the chat right now. I would love to hear what that is. Other things that, to consider in this regard. I know some people, there's people that do chants, like a meditative chant before they open up for a reading, or a meditation. But yeah, other things to consider, guys. Go ahead and throw it in the chat, and then we'll do our tarot exercise before we head out. Look at you. You're helping me splash. Oh, yay! Good, that's awesome. I think I'll invite my deck to dinner. Nice, I love it. My energy is scattered too at times. Yes, I'm someone who it just is what it is. I know it's there. I know it's part of me. But there's always room for improvement. And when it comes to this, though, when it comes to the readings, it's one thing I would say that I'm fairly disciplined at, and that I'm kind of proud of myself for. My son, he passed at 17. He did. And he taught me to meditate. Oh, I'm getting chills all over my body. It's hard, but I know he's helping me in spirit. He is. Oh, gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, my whole body's covered in chills right now. Yeah. Woo. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Perfect. All right, guys. Anything else you want to add? If not, we'll move on to the tarot exercise. And again, if you don't have a deck, I will shuffle and pull for you in this regard, okay? So if no other questions or input here, just give me a thumbs up and we'll head to the next one. Mel, could you get your schedule right on mine, please? Just kidding. It's good to see you, love. It's good to see my Mel, my lovey. What happened to your message, Mel? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, never mind. It's back up there. That was weird. You got a bunch of thumbs up. Okay, everyone's ready. All right, let's roll. All right, guys. So here, if you have your tarot cards, go ahead and bust them out. If you don't, if you'd like me to pull you a card in this regard, I will. The question / tarot exercise is, what could I do or implement into my daily tarot rituals and or practices that would aid me or help me, however you want to word it, all right? If you would like me to pull you a card if you don't have cards, just type me into the chat and I will shuffle and pull for you. And if you don't read cards, you could say, we could change it to, what could I implement into my daily routine, period, that would help aid me, that would aid me in my life. We could even do that. So if you don't spend time with tarot, that's fine too. Just let me know how you want me to ask it and type me in the chat. Alrighty, Unique Beauty, you are first. And yeah, I'm glad you liked it. We do it every single week, so if you ever want to catch up on them, I need to make a playlist for all of them, but if you go back in my lives, they're all there. I don't know why I haven't made a playlist now that I think about it. All right, so Spirit, Angels, and Guides, please come through for Unique Beauty, please. Spirit, Angels, and Guides, please come through for Unique Beauty. Question meaning, what could Unique Beauty do to implement into their daily tarot rituals or their rituals in general if they're not practicing yet that would aid them? Okay, so this is interesting. Okay. So, hold on, let me see if I have. Oh, I don't know if this is too big for it though. Let's see, Jujubee, if this will fit. It's a little tight, but it'll work. Okay, so Unique Beauty, your card is the 9 of Swords. Okay, which is a card about anxiety. Okay, you see how the rope, this person is roped up. So, what could you do in your everyday practices that would aid you? Okay, I would say do something to remove those anxieties that you feel as though that if you do feel this way, if they hold you back, I would even take something, even a piece of string, wrap my finger around, and then as you're unwrapping it, you're releasing those anxieties. Okay, so instead of, I wouldn't recommend doing it on your wrist, okay, or anywhere where you'd actually get hurt, but you could even use something like this, like a stick, something that represents maybe the things that that you feel hold you back, okay, or that keep you tied, and to visualize and to actually take like a piece of string or something or other to actually start to unwind those things that might hold you back, either with anxiety or fears, etc. Okay, so that is yours. All right, Unique. Now moving on. Yes, it's a compass. I have like a compass fetish, which is funny because I've always had a bad sense of direction, I gotta admit, but I love compasses. They're like my thing. Okay, so where did you? Okay, Jujubee, you are next, my dear. So, but look, a thing like a compass that could be considered a totem, something you would keep with you around in times of spiritual work or for whatever, for readings. But that's an example, just like a stone or a crystal would be. All right, so Spirit, let's come through for Jujubee. Spirit, angels, and guides, please come through for Jujubee. What could Jujubee to implement into their daily tarot rituals or just daily rituals and or practices that would aid them? Which would aid Jujubee, Spirit? Interesting. So, you have the King of Swords. Wahaha. The King of Swords. Okay, so Juju, this could be a few different things. Now, swords, this could be writing. Actually, I don't know if you're much of a writer, but writing things, actually physically writing them down. Also, this King energy, this is kind of boss energy a little bit. Okay, so I feel like exerting your power in certain situations, of course, and don't go cray or nothing. But I feel like things that make you feel empowered, whether it's a ritual, whether it's, a certain smell, whether it's a candle, whether it's this card right here, meditate with it. Do you know what I mean? Things that make you feel empowered, and yet fair are things that you could do and or use. Writing, I feel like also is a really good one. And also, anything to do with you're a Cancer, right? Are you Cancer? I feel like you're Cancer. I think you are Cancer. That's water. Is that a water sign? Yeah. So, but anywho, anything with, I feel like air though might be a good practice to even do something different. And writing. So there you go, my dear. Also, part of the King, real quick, is teaching others as well. So I'm threw that one in there. Now, Cat Ninja, you will be next, my dear. And also, interpret it the way you will. Let me know what else you think, okay? So, thank you, Cat Ninja, for being here, by the way. Spirit angels and guides, please come through for Cat Ninja. What could Cat Ninja do or implement into their daily tarot and or just regular rituals and or practices that would aid them in them? Let's see, which ones would aid Cat Ninja? Ooh, okay. The Six of Swords. Man, this has been my stalker card lately, but it's been my stalker card through those I read for. All right, so Six of Swords, the inward journey card, okay? However, I'm going to take this like to mean in actuality, meaning no, I actually mean go to the water. I actually mean go travel. I feel like water, traveling, maybe even something like, I don't know if you are by an ocean or you like to be on boats even. I know there's a boat in the picture, but anything I feel like where you could kind of travel outside, I feel as though you would do really well in an outside environment too when it comes to spiritual work, and water in particular. And it is a source card. Writing also, I feel as though will help you along the way. So there you go, my dear. I appreciate this class so much. Well, we appreciate you so much. Right? Yeah, we do giveaways. And if you need a deck, that is the place to be. You too, please. You got it, Mousy. All right. Mousy. All right, Spirit angels and guides, please come through for Mousy. What could Mousy do and or implement their daily tarot or even just their daily rituals in general and our practices that would aid them? Oh, yours was quick. That's a nice quick one. That's what she did. Okay, so the Fool. Look at you, you old fool. The Fool. Okay, so this is interesting energy. So the Fool is kind of like this newness, okay? It's that, taking leaps of faith. It's naivety sometimes, but it's taking a chance, leaping in instead of dipping your toe. So what a fantastic card to have in this regard. So you could use some more spontaneity in your rituals, which is funny when you think about it, or your practices, okay? You could use a little bit more of, to be honest, I feel like it's more just, you see how the fool is blindfolded here? The fool trusts God. They trust their intuition, okay? And while they're blindfolded, they're smelling that flower. Their other senses are enhanced, okay? That's another thing I would caveat this with. For you, get things that really kind of speak to your five senses, what you can hear, what you can smell, what you can feel. Okay, Mousy? So, and a little bit of spontaneity and listening to your gut. There you go, my dear. Oh, very nice. Okay. Hold up. Did I skip someone? I feel like I did. Hold up. Okay, awesome. Boop, boop. You two, I'm bad with directions. Yeah, I'm really bad, seriously. You and Iris Rainbow things should compare notes. She does readings too. Really? That's a cute name, Iris Rainbows. It's actually kind of cute. Okay. Oh, look at you, Juju. Look at you, Juju. Yo, well, you're right. You're right. I'm right. She's a good friend. Really? Give her my info, Past, if you don't mind, or you could. Does she have a channel? You could throw it in the chat. I don't mind. That's fine. Yeah, you know what? You're supposed to be my soulmate side, Juju. So get ready. Just say it. Do something different. That is so accurate. All right. Thank you. You're welcome, my dear. Really? Yeah. Nice. Ooh, very nice. All right. Awesome. Grabs her salad and pays. And pays attention. Okay, I'm focused. This is very good. Incredibly fitting. See, like Juju knows you. Thank you, Clipsy. You're welcome. All right, guys. So, any any thoughts on class today? Any input? Is there any classes? You know, I'd like to ask the few of you that are here still with me. Is there any topics for class that you want to see in the future? I need to start asking that more. I'm sorry I haven't. Also, while you're here, please hit that like. That's another thing that like half the time I'll remember, the other half I won't. So, but while you're here, please hit that like and subscribe if you have not done so. Pretty please and thank you. But yeah, any thoughts and or topics for future classes? Let me know. Oh, by the way, hold on. Let me see if I have this here. I've talked to some of you privately. That sounds weird, huh? Well, let me find this though. Is this it? Okay, hold on. So, hold on. And let me stop sharing that because I'm going to try to share something else. All right, so those of you, I've reached out to a few of you, or a few of you have probably already seen this. But we're going to have a special, I'm going to be hosting a special kind of like class for the practice and exploration of scrying, okay? It's limited amount of seats. If you are interested, you can email me. I did already put my email in chat earlier. Also, it's on my about page. If you are interested in this class that we're going to be doing on scrying, it's going to be, okay, so it's going to be recorded live, okay, from StreamYard. Those of you that attend will get a StreamYard link, okay? However, I will not be streaming it live on YouTube at that time, okay? So it won't be until after that session is over, then I will go ahead and upload it to YouTube right after. And the reason for that is because I don't want any distractions at all from those participating in the lesson with scrying, because we're going to be literally practicing it while we're all on stream together, which might seem a little weird because you're like, wait, hold on, we're going to be scrying together? Yeah, but a lot of the times we'll be muted. You don't have to have your camera on. You can if you do want to, so that's totally optional. But yeah, but we're going to be there's a few different ways to scry. If you're not familiar with scrying, that's okay. If you'd like to know more about it, let me know. But those of you who have reached out to me, I have a few confirmed. I just wanted to present this to you. I am going to be hosting that class, so it's going to be next week. And anyone interested, hit me up by email or at Discord. My email is probably best right now. Actually, no, Discord's fine too. But if you like are like, no, I want to see like right away, hit me up on my email. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm really excited about this class. Like, I'm so excited about this one. So I thought I would share that real quick. Yes. So I think, hold on. Did you see my message on Discord, Mousy? So not this week. The following week, I'll be doing a whole class on an introduction to runes. Okay. So tell her I will, and you know what? I'll try to actually set my like thumbnail up and stuff for it, or I'll set it up like on StreamYard and on YouTube like ahead of time. That way I have that link to start sharing like ahead of time. And I'll make sure that you're one of the first people that gets it. Okay, Mousy? Okay, hold on. Please like and subscribe. I'm looking to learn about scrying. I noticed last night when you were live. Yes. You can email me too if you are interested in it in the class. Okay, so my sister's wondering about the runes. I already did that. Yes. Okay. So runestones. Well, if you guys think of any other ones, let me know. In regards to the into topics. Okay, I'm open. I'm open for whatever y'all want to throw at me. Throw the kitchen sink at me, why don't you? Oh, Carla. Did you guys have fun with Carla? Those of you that were hanging out with me at the stream last night. Guys, there was a point when I was listening to her on that like 0.25 speed that I was just so done. It was so freaking funny. Avalanche! It still kills me. I can't do it. Oh, Jujubee, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you for throwing that in there, my love. Your new phone notification issues. Oh, man. Hold on. Did you see Cat Ninja? You saw Carla on replay? Look at you. You love Carla. Just say it. We all love Carla. oh, so funny. I think it was Debbie after that. She sent me a message. She said, you were just the funniest thing. I was cracking up. You're like being with the best friend over there. How you were just sitting there dying laughing. I was like, Carla gets the better of me. What can I say? All right, guys. So having said that, I'm going to wrap up. I will be live tonight. Any other questions, throw them in before I do end this live. I appreciate you guys coming each and every time very, very much. So I just wanted to say that. And if there's anything else that pops up, like you think of this topic and, hey, you're like, oh, wait, hold on. I wonder about this, and this, or something related, feel free to write it in the comments, okay? Or you can reach out to me, whichever you prefer. But again, I'll be back live tonight, guys, for your live tarot readings. And I will see you guys then.